If there's one thing Novigrad has going for it, it is busy. Every corner I turn down, there's someone. I thought this was like a connecting street. Oh no, there's a ticket seller. What's he going on about?
Can it get any worse?
I don't know. Can it get any worse?
You do well not to pester folk.
I'm not trying to pester folk. I'm trying to buy a ticket.
Can it get any worse?
It could get worse, sir.
You do well not to pester folk.
Sell me a ticket. Loot. Doesn't even care. Wowee. Yeah, can't get through this. Oh, never mind, we can. Huh. I thought we needed a ticket. I thought it'd be a locked door. Like every corner we turn, it's just alive. There's just stuff going on and happening. And it's kind of like a little mind-blowing. In all the best ways. The back alley behind the caravan. We should not be back here. This is a good place to just lose your lunch and then some. How about this one? Also unlocked. And all of a sudden,
Greetings.
we're on another. Oh, hey, greetings. I like how they immediately just label these people. This one's poor. Thanks. Just what we needed. How about this one? This one's just regular. Townsman.
Oh.
This one? Shady.
Uncouth.
Oh, man. Oh, we can light it? Yeah. Burn. Yeah. Okay.
Morning.
We have a bit of a... Oh, don't fall in. Don't fall in. We have a little bit of a question mark here on what we should do next. As far as the hunt for Ciri goes, we are still hunting. Our next quest is to go and check if she's anywhere in the city, because that's kind of where all our leads go. We went into the swamp to the south, and why can't we light this one? We went into the swamp to the south. She wasn't really there. We went across the Isles. She wasn't really there either, which is okay, you know. Why is this one? Oh, there we go. But we haven't found her yet. The last like direction to go involves Triss. I don't know if I'm ready to see her face again. Now, seriously though, Triss is kind of the worst, but very popular. You gotta get popular. I also think it's funny. They put these beggars in these little boxes. I assume they're missing some legs or something. Can you see these little wheels on the front? Hold on, what is that? This guy's on a rant.
And worst of all, witchers.
Witchers?
Mutants, stripped of all emotion, bloodthirsty as vampires.
That's not true. Look, we're not even eating this old woman and her little baby. Hello.
How are you faring?
Like dung.
Flows into Novigrad.
Dude.
Their debauchery putting whores to
Excuse me, sir.
here crawls a witcher. Look! The corpse-like visage, the beastly
Best not cause any
eyes.
trouble at
This is magic that's made a mongrel of a man.
Well, he ain't.
Why are you so spicy?
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
Kind of debating here. We can say shut up or I'll shut you up. I don't want to do that. We can say how many people's lives have you saved, right? Implying that we are in a better position morally because we save lives. I think this dude's just a windbag. He's a waste of words. He's got a lot of talk for like no good reason. He's just here to stir people up.
Waste of words talking to you.
Then go! Be gone!
Okay, bye-bye.
Be so pale if
We
you
got
ate
10
onions
experience. Wait, what? This dude just said we wouldn't be so pale if we ate onions and oil? What do you know about onions and oil, huh, Mr. Mob? Hello, mob, sir? Oh, it broke up the whole mob. Man, he's been here just cursing our name till we shut up. And we're like, hey, you're kind of a waste of space. And he's like, I'm done. And just leaves? What a weenie. Hello, dwarf. Butcher. Yeah, look at that. This one's poor. This one's poor. Hello? This one is also poor. What's going on around here? I just feel like we haven't, like, spent enough time...
Eternal fire. Father of all. Hear my prayer.
You guys ever like this fire? Here, let me help.
Bring my
Don't mind me.
back to health. He's a good
Mage.
mate.
The famed Geralt
Honest.
of Rivia.
Right,
Mage.
just
Praise the eternal fire.
You are
I
my
can't
only
light
hope.
this fire. Okay.
Grant what I ask and I'll spare
I just thought we'd wander around the city a little bit. And just see what we could... Ah! Why are you after me? I didn't do it. What if we... These are the Whoreson's henchmen? They've just been waiting for me here. Wow. Don't do it, old boy. Go away. Who's this Whoreson and why does he have henchmen after us? Oh. What is this building? What goes on around here? Ah!
Leg it!
So sorry. Sorry about the, we're locked in? We're locked in? How do we get out? This is weird. We can't open doors. Maybe because we're in combat? Well, maybe we've, like, messed up a... Why does this building keep going up? Maybe we messed up a quest. What have we done? Okay, all the way up. Let's see. Oh, the treasure chest. Nice. Diagram for a random longsword. If we jump here, we're just going to die. It's kind of a long way down, maybe. Not bad. Yeah, I didn't mean to, like, bust into these people's house and rob them, but I guess Witcher stuff? I don't know. This went up, what, 4 levels? Can we leave now? No. How do we get out of here? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Put our sword away. Are we really actually like glitched into this house? Okay, eventually combat ended, but it is a known issue that if you're in combat, you can't interact with doors. Okay. Well, you know, save early, saved often. Why is this Whoreson upset with me, though? I want to be clear here. We're not trying to insult them. Literally their first name. You don't mind if we kill you, right?
Ever fight a witcher?
Well, I'm a little embarrassed. Can everybody stop screaming? It's a little much. What is this building here? I feel like this must be a front to something. Look. We went like straight up that one, but it connects to other buildings somehow. And one of these buildings is all brick with glass windows. There's something more going on here. I don't know what it is. Look, look. You could absolutely, from this building here, all the way up into this one, or somehow you could get across over the street rooftops all the way across here. I mean, they all look like they connect. Huh. Interesting. So the Whoresons are after us. What are you going to do? Some pigs. This guy's old. This guy's poor. This lady's old. No way, dude. In this neighborhood, there's some kid on the corner crying for help. Now we're getting robbed. Nope. We shouldn't be here. All right, bye. See if we can find a part of town that isn't like
Bandit!
quite so rough. Look at that. Just like 2 streets up and everyone's first name is Rich. Hey, we got a butler. What's up, kid?
My daddy's got grey hair too.
Legendary. There's so many pedestrians out and about. That kid was totally going to lead us into some trouble. Or he really needed help, but I don't know. What's this one's? Oh, this one isn't just rich. He's wealthy. Oh, hello there, Mr. Wealthy.
I bid you a cool farewell.
All right, cool, man. Cultists? Where are you guys going?
Oh, right.
Why do the cultists follow you? Where do these guys go? We going to burn somebody? I just want to be part of the fun.
Know what she drinks in the evening before she retires? Not milk, but blood from a sorcerer's skull.
No
And
way.
it's a sorcerer's blood, of course.
That's crazy.
Yes, definitely, of course.
Of course.
You expect me to believe that?
No. All right, fellow cultist. Here, I got to get my torch too. There we go. Let's go find this blood drinker. Take him out. Are we actually going somewhere? They're very slow. They're very slow. My slowest walk. Ah, sorry. Torched him. All right, we're done. I can't wait any longer. We gotta go, dude. Wait, new shop? It said Percival's shop?
Know what she drinks in the evening before she retires?
Is this one
Look,
open
it's
finally?
blood.
It's been closed. Still locked. It must be a quest location. Where do these cultists go? Let's just run ahead.
Higher. That's what we choose. Freaking nature.
Wow, look at the flames on this building. What's up, traveler?
Yeah?
Oh,
Okay, nothing.
what's he doing here?
Does anything happen
Eye on
here?
you,
Okay.
White one.
Witch hunters? Butlers. You walked into me. It's kind of suspiciously empty of anyone who's not a witch hunter up here. Maybe everyone down there is just a witch. I don't know. I thought we could like stumble into some adventure, but apparently it's not that easy. You guarding something fun? Let's go inside. Locked door. Okay, we'll try this one. Dun-da-da. Locked door. Okay. Some guards. Yeah, worst place for you to be is like down there in the water. If you're a witch trying to float by, these witch hunters are on your case. I mean, they are staring it down. That's the harbor. Okay. I kind of thought we'd find like a quest marker or people or
State your origin. Felon.
state your origin. He's like, your mama. Look at these cultists prowling.
Witchcraft and superstition.
Oh no.
Remember, we catch you engaging in black magic. You'll be interrogated and tried.
Yeah, no black magic.
Black magic, sir. I'm a simple lumberjack.
Then I don't know what you seek in this city. We've no need for loggers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Catch that knife. Catch that knife. Oh my goodness. I'm out of here. These guys are insane. They're just like randomly interrogating the local lumberjacks. Interesting, all the fires up here are well lit, but lower down they aren't. Yeah, it's just dead empty, dude. Maybe there's a quest chain we need to like get involved with to like really open up the city. Or we've somehow just walked into like the dead zone. I kind of wanted to get up to the highest point once and jump. Say our name at the top of our lungs, maybe give a good yeehaw. If there's anyone that gives a good yeehaw, it's Gerald, right? What's up? Oh! The Elector Square? Huh. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get up there without getting, like, I don't know, tortured. This definitely feels like the type of place where you only come if you've, like, if you're being punished
Beware,
for...
freak.
Okay, beware of what? Talk to me.
Your every move will be counted and judged.
No, you.
Pam, param. Pam, pam, param.
Well,
Pam, param.
you know why he's a witch hunter? His singing career is over. Oh my goodness. You guys have built the tallest tower, or at least painted your flames on it. What's going on in here? I like how the witch hunter's like, we don't need any lumberjacks. Yeah, what are you burning in here, though? You got a coal mine, Is there really nothing here? Huh. Wonder how you get up there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is interesting. You recognize that building? Right there. That's the Passiflora, right? Right, the implication being that we should probably not jump down there. But it does kind of look like there's a back way up. Oh boy. I think we made a mistake. I think this is just set dressing, and we are about to fall through it. But maybe not. Maybe we actually can. Never mind. Maybe we really have just wandered into like a dead zone somehow. Like the city feels so busy, but nobody has a name, right? Again, maybe not a fair comparison. When I think about the first, why is there no door here? When I think about like the first major town,
What's he doing here?
I'm just exploring, looking for anybody to talk to. What's going on?
Piss off!
Okay, nothing's going on. He was having a nice quiet night before I came in. Yeah, there's no doors to get up there. Huh. I think about the first main kind of city I ended up in Skyrim, and everybody had a name.
What's he doing here?
Everybody had an occupation. Everybody had a house, you know, or somewhere they slept, or somewhere they worked, or a routine. And I'm not expecting that from everything everywhere, but when that's one of your early entry points into this kind of genre, right? You just kind of think that everything's going to be like that cool and that awesome. And I don't think it needs to be. Like, I think it's totally fine. Guards are called guards. Citizens are just kind of by class, right? This one's a cultist. The other one's rich. The other one's poor. Here's a traveler. I like, what is this? The necromancer in which Philippa Earlhart has been declared a public enemy. Information leading to her capture will be rewarded. Look at that. See, they're walking behind me with their torches. So it lit up the banner. See their shadows moving? And then they're making their way down. And the light changes. That's cool. What's up, wild man? Oh, gosh. He coughed right in my face. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, God.
What's he doing here?
I wasn't ready for that. We need to start questing. There must be a quest that's going to, like, do something interesting. Because we're not going to stumble into anything good, apparently.
What brings you here?
My neighbor. His name is Rudyard Necker. He works at Vivaldi's bank. He's wealthy.
And this is what you wish to tell a servant of the Eternal Fire?
He has guests. Suspicious individuals. They meet weekly. Strange noises come from inside. Flashes.
You've done well to tell me, my son. The Temple Guard must investigate. Novigrad must be cleansed of all magic practices.
Sod off.
I have a secret to tell. Not to those guys. Those guys are mean. Okay, let's have a conversation about this. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's assume for but a moment, where'd the guard go that was right here? Are you about to get ambushed? Can't rob this market? That sucks. Wait, we gonna rob this one? We got some powder.
Deal with the witches, then we'll come.
I found a you know, I don't think I should say it out loud while I'm up here, but let's assume for just a moment that the sorcerers, the practitioners of magic are legitimately evil. If that's true, then I firmly believe this has to be a quest location. Like, it's the only building we found that's like a full glass front. Like, it's very distinctive and like it's carvy in shape, and it always has a guard posted up. Like, that man is vigilant. I found a little... No, let's assume that the sorcerers and whatnot actually are evil. In which case, the Eternal Fire people are, like, doing a good thing. But if there's any possibility that they're wrong, then the only thing they're doing is horrible and wrong and dangerous, and they need to be stopped. I'm not saying it's our job to stop them. However, I think there's a middle road. I think there's a very real possibility that some of the... Trying to get my bearings here. I think we go lower still. Some of the... Getting lost here. I think this is middle road. I think genuinely some of the people who are involved with the witchcraft that they are after are bad. Like they are like what's up, Ponce?
Humblest greeting.
No, you.
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
What was I saying? I think some of them are bad, but I think some of them are like not bad. I said it. Some of them are not bad. Okay. This is how it all started. Between episodes, I found this door, and you can see on the mini-map there in the top right, there's a shop. But, like, nobody's here. Nobody's posted up here. It doesn't even say locked. You can't see anyone, like, there at all. Like, I'm trying to look through the little window, and I can see someone right now, kind of, like, bent over, and I was like, how do I get in there? All right. So, I did this. I ran in circles until I found this cart right here. And I'm going to try and redo what I did last time, and I regretted every second of it. Whoa, boy. And then I jumped. I had a like quick jump here. I forget how. Aha! Like that. Like this. It's all painted white. Like it all says climb me. It's got that fancy white paint. And I spent like, I don't know, like 25 minutes trying to jump this. Because there's the door right down there on the left. And you can see people walking around. But no. So I ended up finding this way, following the white paint. Thanks, devs. And I came to here, which was a bit of a problem because I needed to be there. So I did this once before, and I forget what to do from here other than don't get caught by the bandits. I think we jump across again. Almost didn't make it. And then one more of these. One of these. Okay, and now from down there, I tried to like slide in a couple of times. Like you can see people there. If I pull up the map, it's kind of freaky. I cannot zoom in more, but there's like this perfect circle here. And I could not open a single door. I tried to open every single door. The only way I found to get in was to jump on these rooftops. But then I ended up like getting stuck because once you jump in there from here, I think I jumped in from, it's almost impossible to get out. But the trick I found was right here. You can make this jump. And it's like the glitchiest thing you've ever heard of. Because as you can see, like the shelves aren't even like loaded in proper. But right here is the only way out, if I'm remembering correctly. Ugh. Always save so we can just load back. But we went down here and out the door. Right, and now we're here. We're on the other side of that door. And we're here for a reason. Like this all does have a reason. This is the door. Look, here's the doorman.
Yeah?
Doesn't talk to us.
Watch where you're walking.
I cannot interact with this door at all. Might as well be a wall. But look who's walking around. Mage.
Help a poor fella.
Drunk.
Thing I
Man.
best
The King's Beggars. What is this sign for? Rosemary and Thyme, the hottest spot in Novigrad. That's exciting.
Gives a copper.
King's Beggars. Here's another mage. Last time I was here, there were a bunch of sorcerers walking around. Or sorceresses? I don't see him right now.
Circus, because he can swallow swords. Can you?
No, I cannot swallow swords. Here's a thief. Like, it's this little hidey hole, but we can't interact with anyone. I swear there are a bunch of sorceresses walking around. Huh. All right, so we're going to go ahead and try and get out of here if we can. I think the only way out was this jump here, which is a bit of an insanity jump. There it is. Oh boy. And then from here we can like make our way back or jump over this edge, I think. I think this edge is short enough we can survive it. Yeah. And then we're back out. This took me like a full 30 minutes of running around, knocking on doors, and you know, like another like I don't know, 25, 30 minutes of jumping around. Like, it was kind of a lot of time. It wasn't worth recording, but these dudes up on the hill have a pretty significantly sized enclave of magic users that might actually be up to no good. And I don't know, like, are they evil? I think some of them are, but are they all evil? I don't think so. But by lumping them all into one group the way they do, it just kind of guarantees that, like, what are you doing up there, wild man?
Grey Knight, need a squire?
Yeah, a squire with shoes. Ah, the Vivaldi Bank? Huh. Oh, this dude, we've come full circle. Okay. Anyhow, by lumping them all in as, like, one group together, it basically forces us to...
Sorceress. It's like a witch with muscle. Cast a spell and all's gone in a flash.
What?
She was in a rush. Must have left something.
And what of it? This place has been picked through.
I completely lost what I was saying. Listen, we're going to follow Ciri's footsteps. We're going to follow the main quest. There's like a load of secondary quests. I don't know which ones I feel like doing. But I do know that, like, I kind of want to find Ciri. I feel like we can always, like, side quest. And right now, it says, you know, we've confirmed she's not in Scoia'tael. All roads lead to Novigrad, which is, you know, visit Triss. So we'll see how this folds out. Suffice to say, by forcing all the sorcerers and sorceresses and mages or whatever into one place, you basically, like, you create the exact environment that, like, they start to become the criminals you say they are. That's kind of the bottom line. I wonder if I can just, like, charm these boys, huh? Probably not. Are we looting, fellas?
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
What if I want to loot? Let's talk.
Not here for the loot. Interested in the sorceress who lived here.
And we're supposed to believe that?
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Why?
Who's she hiding from?
Temple guards cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Oh, yeah?
Someone's got to know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
That's a great name.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
Oh, I meant no offense.
Tell me more about this grove.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know.
Liar.
Rumor has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you gotta get there through the sewers, but you gotta enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king? Crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
Uh-oh.
It's Menger.
Temple guard.
When we first got to Novigrad, this dude was like giving a speech before he started lighting people on fire. Dude's bad news. Like anyone that's like invested in that kind of behavior, we don't want anywhere near us.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
No.
Oh, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorceress bitch's shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
What? I think it has to do with their ears, not their sense of smell, old boy.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. and start by warning them. Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Who is Novigrad for?
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure, like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
You know, I think he's trying to do his best. And we don't really appreciate that he's giving us such a hard time. Because as far as I'm concerned, I mean, even the graffiti's rude. Look, they have a noose around a witch. What else do they got going on? Arrow in the butt. That's a classic. Everybody loves some of that action. What's over here? Some doodles. Love a good doodle. Anything else we can get done around here? Knock, knock. Whoa, boy. Okay. Book on His Imperial Majesty.
Herbs? Roots? Just turn to healing?
Okay, maybe. Dried fruit in a vial. My evening with a vampire? Oh my goodness, it's Regis. Okay. I met the vampire in an inn in Beauclair. He introduced himself to me as Regis and said he was a barber and a medic. He looked in every aspect like a mortal man. I might never have suspected his true nature had not a fire broken out shortly after in the establishment we were residing. This Regis stood completely untouched by the flames, where my own clothes caught on fire. The vampire carried me out of the burning inn, saving my life from certain death, then treated my numerous wounds. At first, Regis refused to answer my questions as to how he had miraculously survived the fire. The temperatures inside the burning inn, without so much as a scratch on his body or a hair singed on his head. Eventually, he sensed I was a man of the world, one who would not jump to hasty judgments based on appearance or species. He revealed his identity along with some highly interesting facts. According to Regis, not all vampires are alike. The vast family of vampires contains both mindless Katakans, Flenders, and Ikamaras, who in form resemble overgrown bats more than humans, as well as Alps and Bruxia, who look remarkably like comely maids. In addition, there are even more powerful, higher vampires, to which genus belonged my unexpected acquaintance. Not even a witcher can discern a higher vampire from a mortal man. Contrary to popular belief, they cannot be killed by pounding aspen stakes into their chests, nor cutting off their heads. As I can vouch for based on personal experience, can they be killed by fire? They do not fear running water, garlic, or the symbols of any creed. It might be some consolation to learn a vampire's bite does not turn a human into one of their number. And they do not in any way need our blood to survive. To them, it is a delicacy in which they indulge from time to time, like men do with a fine wine. Regis asked me to keep his tale to myself, but now, as I lay on my deathbed, I feel I must share his secret knowledge, even if that means breaking my word to this most noble individual. Cool. That's a fun one. All right, what have we got over here? Brush?
Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this.
Well, boy. I just want to set the record straight here. If you're a big fan of Triss and Geralt, like, go for it. Like, just because I am not a fan of Triss's actions doesn't mean that you should also not be a fan of her actions. I think there's every reason to support and like that eventuality, as you do have to choose Yennefer or Triss. Bestiary. Okay. Oh, wait, 2 coins?
Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
Interesting. Now, there's very good reasons why you might be attracted to Triss for your companion. I think that is just fine, but it is not our position, as we discussed at an earlier time in this series. So we're not going to go over it again. We're not going to rehash that. Man, Triss had this big fancy house 3 stories up. My goodness. We're going to go to the glowing blue table last. Can help it. I'm worried it'll like make a cutscene or something. Ooh, dumplings, nice. I am hungry. I mean, I'm like fantastic. Interesting. There's like this little screen here between the. Does she have a view of the harbor? Not quite, but a very nice view.
Triss's. Never knew her to drop him on the floor.
Maybe she's in a hurry. All right, giant sparkly blue loot table. Let's check this bad boy out. Witchers, not quite the devils you thought. A conviction has arisen amongst both the mages and the regular people that witchers are a hair's breadth above animals, that they are truly deformed and bloodthirsty mutants. And in slaking this thirst, they do not limit themselves to monsters. The research by the observations of Virgil of Bannard paint an entirely different picture of this cast. Of course, it is an indisputable fact the mutagens which witchers undergo influence their temperament, immune system, strength, and endurance. Yet, one cannot consider a witcher an unthinking being forged only for killing. In fact, witchers cultivate a unique culture, a specialized body of knowledge, an effective training system, and even a code of honor. Witchers know an incredible amount about the effects of ingesting various organic and inorganic substances. Also, a small amount, but nevertheless something, they know about the fundamentals of magic. On the surface, the Witchers appear to be a homogeneous social entity. But in truth, their fighting styles, training regime, and worldviews differ significantly depending upon the schools they adhere. The best-known Witcher schools on this continent are the School of the Wolf, the School of the Bear, the School of the Griffin, the School of the Viper, and the School of the Cat. Very cool.
The Rose of Remembrance. All dried up.
Okay. I think that is the end of Triss's house. I think we've looted what we can loot, found what we can found. Those are the clues we have. Pretty fancy house here for Triss, I'll tell you what. And I think it's time to step outside and run her down. Now, if I'm not dreadfully mistaken, the irony of all of this... Oops. Cutscene?
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor. Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
I kind of lost track, but I think we can... I think we can actually try and, like, follow the thief, but...
Oh, don't touch me.
I don't think we need to. I think he's going to go right here. I think that when he said the King of Beggars, the Sorceresses, it's that zone I jumped us into. I feel so silly right now. What was I saying earlier today? I was like, hey.
They ought to never let your kind in, Novigrad proper.
That we can cut through here. Jesus.
Oh, what a killer.
I said, you know, I bet, like, we need to follow a quest chain or something to, like, get things going. Yeah, of course we do. Uh-oh. Excuse us. I bet anything that door is no longer impassable. I know they want us to talk with a beggar, but hold on. I just want to see if my suspicion is correct. Yeah, the door doesn't even exist. Cool. It's just an illusion. What's up, guy? Should we still talk to him, I guess?
Yeah?
Nothing. Knock. We knocked from the inside.
Open
the
up.
cutscene took us outside.
Who are you and what do you want?
Usual.
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious. Worms been eating him for 5 years now.
Bye-bye.
Farewell.
I fared just fine without your wishes. Don't come again.
Can we walk back through? We can still walk through. All right, guy. King of Beggars. Yeah, okay. Why did I do all that jumping? You can just walk through it. All right, the place that stood out to me when I was last here was this one. Which is seemingly empty. I don't want to mess up the quest chain, so we might have to go back, but...
Oh! One drink, all I had.
Locked doors. Sorceress. Is there anyone we can talk to in here at all?
Now you.
There's a door up there. There's a well. A lot of henchmen. A thief. More thieves. Whoa. I swear he started swinging a knife. Huh?
We've a guest who will kindly tell us what the hell he's doing here.
Of course. You see, I came down here and found a corpse. There was a key on it. Used it to open this door and...
What?
Here I am.
Know why we ploughing sit here on our asses all day like crippled sewer rats? Eh? To keep out snoopers. Getting in here's not that hard, I guess. Leaving's another story.
Giving me no choice.
Wait.
Keep it together, lads. Together.
All right, so we just like tricked one of them into fighting all his friends. Is it working? I wish you didn't. Why can we not attack this target? This is a buggy zone, dude. I wish you wouldn't. There we go. All right, get him. Okay, I guess we go up there and like clobber this guy. Okay. Oh, he fell into the floor. I'm sorry about that. No problem.
Pathetic.
Mercy!
Get out of my way.
Let him through.
Thank you.
Be with the King of Beggars. Okay, there must be a way to like... There we go. There must be a way to like get a cutscene to get in here. Okay. Can't loot these guys or anything. Weird. So the King of Beggars is who we made a deal with for the who's the homie? The sword guy, the elf? Knock knock.
How are things?
Good. More and more people come to our secret clinics looking for help.
Menger's hound's not scaring them off anymore.
I guess incurable disease is more terrifying than torture.
In that case, I'll count on more tribute coming in.
You already take 80% of what we receive.
Aye, but don't forget it's me who secures the nooks and crannies where you and yours can hide.
80% is kind of like robbery.
About time we made something clear, Sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Why?
Am I mistaken, or you got something to take up with me?
Who knows? Man with 2 swords and the skill to use them could be very useful these days.
Could have sent some underling to fetch me.
Could have, but I admit I wanted to see how you'd manage. See if you're as crafty as you are well-crafted. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
What do you want from me? How is this relevant to me?
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason.
Okay. And
I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city. Because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along.
Are you kidding me?
What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Marigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Oh, okay.
Help a poor bloke out.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was
Impossible?
here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Right cabbage last night. Head feels like
Who might know more? Sounds like Trish doesn't know anything, but maybe she knows someone who does. So it says follow Trish. Okay, look, she's washing. Nice. It's nice to see like people doing stuff other than like sweeping dirt.
Damn it, lost my way again.
Dirt sweepers. All right, go. Uh-oh.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense
Have
ingredients?
we met him before?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water.
What?
I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
Oh my goodness. I mean, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices.
Well, some causes require a sacrifice.
Causes? What about people?
For people, same holds true.
So maybe you'd care to dive in after that sack?
You win.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels.
Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Okay. Go into the trapdoor? Sure, I guess. Don't mind if I just loot my way through here. I think we've read most of these. Old bear hide, that's like a good 10 gold, dude. Yeah, I think this door was locked before, so there's definitely some kind of questing that we're gonna need to do to, like, gnomish pranking. Scrub the greasings from a dog's ear, soak it in cotton and place in a lamp. What? Yo, gnomes are wacky, dude. Or maybe someone wrote the book and, like, pretended to be a gnome. They're like, everyone's gonna think gnomes are wacky. Write down a bunch of pranks and say a gnome wrote this. Okay. To the basement. Yeah, we're going. Anything up top? Yeah, more stuff. Nice. Cool. Oh boy. You need a couple more? We got some coal. Okay. Well, the smuggler's house was loaded. Who would have thought? With a ladle. Yeah, not really much in here, actually. Like, there's maybe like 20 gold pieces. That's what we can sell the books for. We're going down. Whoop! Whoa, there's something in the sewers. Why is there something in the sewers? Does he know he lives above a drowner? You gotta be kidding me, dude. I mean, something's telling me we're gonna spend more time in these sewers. Okay. Dead end. Dead end. Interesting. Probably a good thing for a smuggler, I guess, to have, like...
Should be an exit here. Klug
This-
wouldn't have sent us there if it wasn't.
Yeah.
Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret
How about this one?
Free City of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin. And winning a war takes three things. Coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control financial life in the city.
Official word is that Novigrad will remain neutral. Somehow doubt anyone believes that anymore.
So I think technically Novigrad is still in the kingdom of Redania and is not controlled by...
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken.
Dude.
He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Guess we don't have a choice. We have to get that parcel back.
Dude. Sorceresses, man. Always got me twisted, I tell you what. Everyone's going to be like, we saw Witcher dive in, full armor and everything. Couldn't tell you why. I'm not seeing anything, man. Hopefully it's down here early before we like find something real nasty. What the world? Go. We found the crafting recipe for a Scoia'tael longsword. What? Leather sack. Give Triss the parcel. Okay. I don't know. Let's just try and make sure we're keeping an open mind about things. Novigrad. Novigrad does not technically control this city. But darn, who does, huh?
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Now what? Follow Triss. Okay.
In your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on. 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Okay, I was trying not to bring it up. Just to reiterate here, girl genuinely had amnesia, and Triss 100% took advantage of the situation, and Yennefer was really hurt. And in the end of it, they're all still friends, and it's crazy.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Ooh. I mean, we're hurrying.
Well,
where are we going next?
Racial hygiene.
Sleep. Non-humans exhibit a natural inclination towards brigandry. Every one of them.
That's not necessarily true. Maybe you forced them into it. I don't know if you heard that citizen, but she was like, non-humans are more likely to be bandits and thieves.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
You want to say that out loud or louder?
Triss, you told this man you're a sorceress?
Of course. She was looking for work. That's her chief asset.
Are you, Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common rat catcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator of rodents. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
I feel like you should pay in advance, dude.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Not true.
Trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine. A full purse of Novigrad crowns as proof of my goodwill.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related. Go suck a devil.
This dude is absolutely going to, like, rat us out for, like, more coin. We're going to set these traps and, like, we'll turn around.
Warehouse job won't wait, you know.
Right behind you. We're going to set these traps and turn around, and he'll be like, they're right there, witch hunters. All right, this looks good.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
No.
Can't help but agree. But no. Notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
No.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
No, he's gonna betray us, you fool.
A master monster slayer in the world's largest city. Looking for rat shit. Jeez. I
like Trish, he's... Oh, what is this? Nothing. She's gonna betray us, woman. Like, wake up. Smell the flowers. Look the which way the wind's blowing.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk.
No, we won't. We're gonna be ambushed by witch hunters, you stupid fool. It says talk to Triss after she activates the spell. Are you activating the spell, or? Man, does she have some red hair though. Triss is making red look good, huh? How are we doing here, team?
Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Again, I know it might look like Yennefer's or Triss here is like 5 or like 10 or 15 or 20, like she's young, and Geralt looks like an old man with his beard. You have to remember, magic. These people are ageless. Like, these people are, you know, significantly older than they look. Potentially hundreds of years older.
Reconciled?
Knew a man once who reacted to everything, especially adversity, by mocking it.
Healthy attitude. Must have lived long.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
I know. Thing is...
Again, just for perspective, when we say old, right? Like, I remember them calling Triss young for a sorceress, which means like 50 instead of 150. Like, she's 50 years old. You know what I mean? Like, don't let the voice fool you. This is someone who is 5 decades walked around.
He's lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
You could be right, but only he knows the truth.
We're only ever the ones to know the truth about ourselves.
Which we share at times with those we hold dear.
Even if it's hard to swallow?
Even then.
Who knows? Maybe one day. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
Not bad. Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Man, these rats must have been feasting and getting fat. Now, to be fair, they leave the grain all around on the ground or whatnot, right?
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The rats are legitimately running out of your granary warehouse. As you say that to us, are you kidding me? We're doing the job right now, you fool.
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that, and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
They'll do no such thing.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
So you have to wonder... You have to wonder Hey, you're enspelled.
I will kill you.
Not likely, dude. I guess Triss's fire does no damage. And I guess our spell... Trish, are you going to help?
Dead. You're gone.
Just try and see how much damage he does. Kind of like none.
Bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me.
That is
I'm
correct.
trapped like a child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Who's Brandon?
Well,
Leave the warehouse. Okay, let's go find Brandon. Oh, is he right here? What's up, stupid?
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Thanks.
Now, get.
thanks, Geralt.
You should really watch out for yourself a little better, you fool.
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oniromancer in town, Corine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, de Jonquier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's nice to see you again, and we'll see you soon.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Corine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'll be nice.
All right.
Okay.
See you later.
All right, so we actually got like a bunch of quests that like updated as we went through this one. They kept kind of like popping up. Let's see what makes the most sense to do next. Never would have guessed that this is a grain warehouse right here. How do they unload all that grain? Huh. Maybe it just comes down here and then towards the harbor that way? Yeah, that makes sense. We got a message to talk to Triss about the statue. Like, we know what the statue is. No idea what the statue is. But everything leads back to, like, these houses on the right side of the city. On the world stuck on pig. I assume this is Triss's little hideout. Kind of a rough part of town, but what do we know? Knock, knock.
Yes? Who are you here for?
Triss.
Told her from the start. No men, no pets. 'Tis a decent house for decent folk.
Don't worry, won't stay long.
A decent house for decent folk, but you let Triss in? And we stole their drinks. Whole house is falling over sideways. Oh my goodness. Where is she? Up another level. Hello? Okay. Look at that. One of these bad boys. Can't remember what they're called, but they are definitely personal. A butter knife. Well, now it's a party. One apple. A third butter knife? No way. A fourth one? A fourth butter knife. Well, if you're butter, I mean, you're about to get stabbed. I mean, I would run. Trish has a thing for butter knives. What does that tell you? She's not very sharp? What was that idle animation? Hold on, do that one again. I missed something there, I think. Okay, check our hair. Very nice. Check our belt. Okay. What else do we do? A little side-to-side dance. Pull our pants up. Fix a wedgie. What is going on here with these idle animations? Who coded these? What in the world? I'm curious what else you have in your bag of tricks here, woman. Beyond butter knives. 4 butter knives? This whole, like, building being sideways in the way, like, Triss is having to lean. Like, we're all leaning towards the uphill so we don't fall. Very precarious. Double checking I didn't miss anything else fun in the idle animations. Okay, yeah, look into the distance of this room. Love that. Ah, goodness. Someone probably sold her those butter knives thinking they were broken rakes. I don't even know. What else does she do? Give her a second. She shifts side to side. Okay. The house has a crazy loud creak. We haven't seen a repeat animation yet. Okay. Kind of a nervous glance over the shoulder.
Yes, Geralt?
You kept the rose?
See, you kept the rose of remembrance I gave you in Flotsam.
Seems so long ago. Probably because so much has changed.
So, sentimental value. That why you kept it?
Partly, though more as a warning.
How long have you been in Novigrad?
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
Yeah, it's super weird now. She's like, yeah, I know how not to get caught. The very first day. She's like, hey, follow me for a day. She's immediately getting caught. How you holding up?
You, holding up all right?
It'll be a hard slog for everyone.
You know what I mean.
What am I supposed to say? I mean, I knew you and Yennefer... that you'd end up back together. It was a lost cause. Always.
I guess so. I just don't want you to...
Can we not dwell on it? I need to focus on other things now.
Right. Understood. Look what I picked up.
I have no idea what this is.
Compression. Someone got themselves enchanted in this figurine.
Intend to decompress?
Of course. Whoever cast the spell on the poor soul must have forgotten about him.
I have double no idea what this is.
Looks like a nobleman.
Could be just that. Come with me. I can't perform the ritual here.
Dude. Too many butter knives clogging up the atmosphere, messing up your feng shui.
Everything's ready. Let's get to work.
Pretty grim place.
Place is pretty grim.
True. It looks like a vampire's hideout. Which is why we can be pretty sure no one will bother us here. Give me the figurine and stand back.
Oh, okay. Here.
Let's try it. Think it's a nobleman.
Be on your guard. It could be something far more dangerous.
I have no idea what this is. We must have picked up some little statue.
In Allen, Dwana, ar Ice.
No! Carl, no! I can explain everything!
Who is this?
Coral?
I never looked at the lass. You are my one and only. Oh, you're not Coral. Some succubus. A delusion. Where am I?
So Coral enchanted him. Just like her.
If there's a more vindictive sorceress, I don't know her. Well, except maybe...
Coral's not here. In that case, come to me, succubus.
What is your name?
We're in Novigrad. Novigrad.
In Novigrad? Last I recall, I was in Oxenfurt, and Coral was furious. How can she demand fidelity when she herself is wanton as
youthful goats.
Exactly. Damn it! I feel as if I've been trampled by a herd of cattle. I've no notion what she did to me, but it seems you've delivered me from my misfortune. Here, take this. Have a good time. Paint the town coral.
Whose taste has grown worse since you were sleeping with her. Come on, the kind-hearted gentleman will get along fine on his own.
Okay. What happened? That was the quest we just got left here? That is super weird. Yeah, quest complete, the nobleman statue. So we must have found like a statue of, well, a nobleman. It turned out to be someone who'd been, I guess, transfigured by a witch, a sorceress, whatever. Huh. Kind of an odd series of events. We also have a quest that popped up to find a book with red covering. I don't know, like, Novigrad's kind of a weird place. I haven't decided if I like it or not. Like, part of me thinks that I don't, and part of me thinks I do. Like, I have very mixed feelings about the city. It's like there's a shop over here, maybe a bookkeep. Oh boy. Okay, glowing magic books.
The merry adventures of Muriel the lovely harlot, adorned with humorous engravings.
Oh, very exciting. I guess that was not it. Okay. Find a book with a red cover. This one?
The treatment of furuncles through cauterization, a study.
Joy. Another one here.
My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside. Tyromancy, or the noble art of cheese divination.
And the letter from A. Hello, Witcher. Kind of a long letter here. We're going to skip reading it for a minute. Does that end the quest? Yeah, okay, weird. Just ends the whole quest. It's just a little bit of lore, I think, and I guess 50 monies. It's just warning us that Ciri is super important. Uh-oh. The vampire's last likeness. The very last line says, "There is more," she spoke, averting his penetrating gaze. "I am with child." Oh, no. What a cliffhanger. Okay. Anything this guy says?
Ah, you're back.
Oh, yeah. Plays cards. Oh, we played him in cards, I bet. Goodness.
Let's see these.
Does he sell books? He does. Okay, but these are all like books we've read. He sells a Necronomicon? Should we be buying this stuff? Is he allowed to sell this? Like, I don't know. Underground World. I feel like we've read quite a few of these. The Little Peasant Who Confounded His Lord, a book. Okay, sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, maybe we should be selling these to him, but like, maybe we should buy these books and read them. I don't know. I mean, we just passed 18,000 gold. He'll be here, right? Well, at least the Necronomicon. How can we leave that in this poor man's hands, right? I'll help him out. We're going to find out very soon that it's like a super common book or something. Just take like 2 seconds and make sure that nothing crazy happens when we open it up. Where did it even go? There it is. How do we read? Okay. And success. You've read this book. Do we get anything? Nope. Okay, well. Wow, incredible. Good job, us. And by good job, us, I mean bad job, us. So we need to find a dreamer? They're like just across the city. No problem. We'll just run it. That's cool. Like, sometimes I feel like
So, how'd it go with this healer?
Novigrad is the perfect video game city, but other times I feel like this thing has no ability to keep me immersed. It is just constantly just disrupting that. All right. The house that's overgrown with all the vines. I guess we're going in this one. Find a dreamer. Ooh. Did we find one?
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors
Who are these Yonkiers?
laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
Looking for somebody.
I'm looking for Corine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why are you here, dude?
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corine requested she not be disturbed.
Why does this house's history matter?
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances.
Oh.
Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week, well, you shan't believe it, I found human feces in the parlor.
You mind if I have a look, dude?
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
Okay.
Truth is, we're already dependent on the Black Ones, economically.
Interesting. Guess we're going in. Find the dreamer. Loot. More loot. That door did have like a spooky close, huh? Empty bottle, some raspberry juice, a dumpling, phosphorus, a wine stone. What in the world? One still ingot, a smoking pipe fish, and a candelabra. What do they have going on in here?
Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
I don't think she's talking to me. Gonna loot my way through. Don't mind me. Spooky basement. We're going in. Bloop. Yeah, we're gonna bust down that wall. You better believe it. Find the dreamer. We're looking for the dreamer. Calm down, quest log. Calm down. Okay. Little Quen action first. Telekinetic blast. Boom. Ha ha ha. Something going on down here. Don't know what. Rusty hammer, some boots. Like nothing. There's like a little bit of nothing here. But there's definitely like a distinctive tunnel that was carved here. Huh. Maybe there's one item I can't quite get. Nope. I think that's a block from when I knocked the door in, maybe. Okay. I thought it'd be another access to the sewer. I wonder if you put the oven under your house because it helps keep your house warmer.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Goat's milk, cow's milk,
Stop.
a little bit of water,
Go away.
another candelabra.
Leave
Just
it.
tearing it up. You better believe it. It's not nailed down. Oh, thank you. Oh, someone named Sarah? Sarah, what are you doing? Wait, is it another one of those little kids, the little godlings, or something else?
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The door. The attic.
Why did this get so weirdly freaky?
Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it.
I definitely
Please.
expected the Dreamer to be wearing like a more fully put together outfit. I mean, she really showed up for that power nap. Whoops.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
I mean, if I go to try and sleep in some weird spooky house, I'm probably wearing jeans or something freaky, you know? Definitely not going to try and take a nap in my shorty shorts. What are we doing in here? Looting. Now, one reason we loot everything is because we're a stuff goblin. Okay, we like stuff. But a second reason we loot everything is because we need the money. The third reason is if there's a quest objective, darn, I don't want to miss it. Right? Search the attic. No problem. Going right up. Big old spooky cursed house. Oh boy.
The next room's blocked.
A little suspicious. You light this candle here, sir? We'll light a candle. Here we go. Nice. So glad this guy invited us into his house. Quen, Ard. Back to Quen. Torches out. Mug. Some saltpeter. Cow's milk. I mean, there's just like 20, there's a loot table of like 20 items in the generic loot. And we get all of it. I'll tell you what. That's right. One more dumpling for the road. Eat the whole thing. Okay. The spooky doll. What else was over here? Let's read the crib drawing first. Paper on which a crib has been drawn by a child, it seems. Okay. Got a doll.
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what would happen if I laid a doll in it.
Let's find out. Fantastic. Oh boy.
Stop. Go away.
I'm assuming we're going to get some little freaky creature going to jump out at us. So shields up. Here we go. Moment of truth. Spooky footsteps. Oh, the door shut on us. Nice.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. No joy. A riddle.
Oh boy.
Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
Or maybe we'll get pushed in the oven. Corine, you okay? No, she's not doing well. All right. We're playing your games, you little tricksy ghost. Aha! They try and push us in. What do we have here? Okay. Got very dark. Jumps out, screams boo.
Boo! Did I scare you?
Yes.
Scared you, didn't I? I can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
Little bit.
Wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
Basically.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
I don't think this is a fun game for everyone.
The way you play, well, it's only ever fun for you.
That's 'cause you're a dullard. All you humans are dullards.
You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
What if we make a deal?
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes, yes, yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
So there actually is a moment there when we could have driven Sarah out.
Good day.
And if we do that, she will end up with Johnny. Remember Johnny from earlier? But the issue is, this is kind of like her spot. And I don't really want to like force Sarah out. If we can just get her to play nicely, I think that is a better outcome overall. Even if Sarah and Johnny don't meet. What's the good news, Corine?
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Well, we still need to talk to the old boy out front. Let him know about the situation here. Good boy. Ah!
I saw Miss Corine leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Well, it's resolved. But I gotta tell you, the house is haunted. Can't lift the curse. We do know why it's haunted, though.
Got a godling in your house. Name's Sarah, and she's an ornery little thing. Left her alone, but thought I should tell you about her.
I thank you for being candid. Could you rid me of this beast?
You can do it yourself. Just burn some burdock in the oven. She's sure to run. Godlings detest the smoke.
I will not wage war on a beast, large or small. Piss on the godling, piss on the house. I must merely find a fool willing to buy it.
Okay. To be fair, we were...
Is it in case the first one breaks?
No,
Smart.
it's silver, you
bother me,
honker. Meet her at the inn. To be fair, we told the godling, hey, here's the situation. And we told him, here's the situation. And Corine, here's the situation. We didn't decide anyone's fate, except try to get the dreamer to help us out here a little bit. Excuse us. Pardon me. Well, the rats are still just streaming out. Really should have paid Triss better. Really should have treated Triss better for taking care of your rat problem so effectively. And such a long-lasting solution. I mean, it's been a good spot of time. Oh, it's always the Golden Sturgeon, isn't it? Of course it is. We've been here a few times for a few licks. I'll tell you what. Oh, boy. Let's see here. Is she hiding or is she up a level? Or down a level? There's like both. She said she rents her rooms. Rooms are up top. There we go. Surprise! Oh my goodness, we've been to this room before. This was the fancy room. She doesn't just rent a room. Do you play Gwent? Are we best friends? I like how she's at work and was significantly less dressed. What's going on, Corine?
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Tell me more.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this. And though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams.
Interesting.
At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Let's try, I guess.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
She was there when we died.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. It was the last time I saw her.
Is there anything you'd like to add? Another memory, perhaps?
Sure.
Yes, there's something else.
All right. Tell me no more than you wish to.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
I guess so.
I have more to say.
Then please do.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
You said it was important. Let's try and make it happen.
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose. She lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
Whoa, boy, here we go.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah.
I just don't want to
something
mess this
else.
up or miss something, but I don't know what's actually relevant, you know?
I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Dandelion.
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Oh, we need to fall asleep. Okay. I wasn't sure exactly how this works. She has all these, like... Oh, boy. Dandelion. A little swallow, I suppose. Assuming that's Ciri's, like, bird representation. I don't know. I don't think we've ever been in that room. I feel like I'd remember a room with like those curtains as well as those drinking horns.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Oh no. Oh, of course they did. If you can't tie him down in one place, this might be a way to do it.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
That is such a funny term. The red light district. Is that a universal term across like international borders, languages, cultures? And is it going to hold up? You know, I understand the context of it from where I grew up, but I don't know if that works long term or if it continues to work or works for everyone everywhere. But it's definitely what they wrote in.
Dandelion inherited a brothel.
It's a brothel. I mean, that was the bottom line.
So I've heard.
Thanks.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Is that the end of our time with the Dreamer? Oh, she's gone. Oh, she just stands on that chair. She's kind of freaky, dude. I don't know what her business is about.
Yes?
I feel like she should be a little worried that the Novigradians are going to think she's some kind of sorceress, when in reality, I don't think that's quite the right term. Maybe she's got, I might call it a knack. K-N-A-C-K, a little knack. She's got a knack. A little bit of touch of something, but nothing that could be trained or kind of organized, understood, or properly defined. Just a little knack, you know?
Yes.
Just kind of wondering why you stand on that chair. Bye. Okay, well, they want us to go to the Rosemary and, oh, sorry. I was reading my quest log. Ow! She starts vomiting on us. Run! Why are there angry people outside? Someone over here wants to fight me? Excuse me, strumpets. Yeah, these guys, look at these boys. Oh, you're bandits. Stupid. Oh my goodness. Why are there these bandits here? More bandits? Oh, it's the henchmen of the Whoreson. This must be connected to dandelions somehow. If you're wondering what we're doing, we're just sending them to attack each other. It's very effective. And then a little of that action. It's interesting these Whoreson bandits were here to attack us the moment we exited there. These guys. It must be connected to dandelions somehow, huh? Excuse me? Whoops! Could probably sell some of this junk, but eh. Go to the Rosemary.
So what's it gonna be?
That's a rat for sure.
I don't know. What's it gonna be?
Too old to be out whoring.
Yeah, good point. Grandpa needs to go to bed. She caught us. We'll just run it over. Why not? Excuse us. That far, right? Could be very far. It could be very far. I got distracted. I was just getting distracted. Oops, excuse me. Somebody's got a wheezy cough. Trying to figure out where we are without getting too discombobulated.
I've had enough of living.
Where are we? I tried. I really tried. Okay, here's our blacksmith friend. Oh, there's an update on the notice board. Hold on. That usually means like new quests and stuff.
Willows. It's into my area 2 days road from the Zima.
Refugees, interesting.
God arrived here just before winter.
Yeah, I wonder what makes some of these individuals shady. It's not just the hood, right? Excuse me, Mr. Henchman.
Another drift.
We miss our turn. No. Yeah, in my head, this is kind of the main avenue.
So, how'd it go with this healer? I was faffing about, minding my own business, when suddenly up he pops and heals me.
And right here's the notice board. Yes, no, maybe. Yes. Haunted house and cheating merchant. No way. Do not do business with that honker guy. He swindled me. Hold on. Wait. Haunted house. Visit the house again. Okay, we're going. We're going back. Hold on. Of course he did. Look, banks are not in the nature of charity. That is quite literally the opposite of their business. And if there's one thing you can trust a banker to do, it's to rob you in the most legal way they possibly can. And selling you a haunted house, that would do it. Knock, knock.
Well, you wanted braids.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want them.
Are they getting along?
Witcher.
Hi.
Corine, look who's come.
Huh. Live here together now? Didn't know.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmares, I decided to see if the devil's as scary as they paint him. Or her. I came in to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah. And I can't say why, but we took a liking to one another immediately.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities.
Surprise, super quiet cutscene.
Stone walls as well as they do outside them. This did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. The place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your home. Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
Just random surprise cutscene. Well, yes. I don't know. I hope they get along. I got to tell you, if we had kicked Sarah out, though, it would have sent her to Johnny. But maybe this is better. I did not know this was the ending.
Yes.
This could have gone. That actually ends the haunted house, and I guess ends that little jaunt. Huh. I feel like there should be more to that, but maybe there's not. Like, it's not bad, but I kind of wonder. Is that the natural kind of outcome of things? Really quick here. Do we have some weird quests that have like started back up we've missed? These are Skellig. No, looks like a lot of these have been here. Oh, the Black Pearl. Oh boy, we did kind of forget about this guy. Can we actually help him? I kind of feel bad about this one. So before we got on the boat, the Skellig,
looking to make some coin too, eh?
Yeah, the guy outside the boat was like, "Hey, I promised my wife when I went to war I'd come back, super rich and wealthy with the Black Pearl, and I've done that. I've become super rich and wealthy from war or something, but I don't have a Black Pearl. And like everywhere we went in Skellig, we found Black Pearls, but this dude needs to like get his own. Oh goodness, and he wants to meet in quite literally just the middle of nowhere. Why not? Sure, okay, we could go to the lighthouse and jump. Broken bridges on both ends. Oh, we could try from the lighthouse. Well, the lighthouse is haunted. I don't know why we're here at this haunted lighthouse, but we are.
How you like that?
Not even sure we're going the right way, but... Or Wrath? We should probably try and clear this out if there's really a haunted lighthouse thing going on here. It's probably not that haunted, right? Anything else we can find in here? Locked. Requires key. Oh, okay. Well, can we make our way around the outside? Mistake! It is apparently well established there's Black Pearls around here. We're going to try and help this guy get home and get some pearls. As he claims, oh boy, that this is the only thing stopping him from going home to his beloved. But, I don't know. Seems kind of dangerous, old boy.
Hey there, Master Witcher. Over here.
Hi, Nidas.
Good you're here. So, what'll it be? Will you help old Nidas find a Black Pearl for his wife? I'd like it done already. Humidity's unkind to my bones. They've started creaking.
Let's make it happen.
Let's go. But get ready for them to creak some more. Not likely to find pearls where it's dry.
True. But I survived worse during the war. At Rosrock, we fought waist deep in the swamp and... wasted my breath. History don't mean a whit to youngsters. Come on, Pearl Grounds aren't far now.
The irony, we're probably 4 times his age. No worries. Yeah, if you run a little faster, we'll keep up, old boy.
Quite the spring in your step for a man your age.
Have you seen me in my prime? 30 miles a day I did in full dress.
Gotta kind of follow his route, and he's taking a terrible route. Come on, old boy.
This is the place. They say dive down here and you'll see the oyster beds all around. Problem is, not all hold pearls, and the black ones are a real rarity. But search long enough and you're sure to find one.
So I'm supposed to do the diving.
Well, you see, I've been in the infantry all my life, so I'm not one for water. And my lungs ain't what they used to be, so, yeah.
Customer's always right.
Dude, I'm reasonably confident that we legitimately have a couple of black pearls in our inventory. How far out are we going, you think, huh? Far enough for trouble, I suppose. Well, there they are. What have we got, huh? Some sirens? Come on down. The water's fine. He's like, don't worry about it. Just go grab one. All right. Well, it's underwater. We're in full armor. Et cetera, et cetera. They're like right behind us, I think. They're right next to us. Trying to shoot this thing, but darn. Gotcha. So at least one more around here. I feel like every time you shoot one, 2 pop out. Like they're down here burrowing or something. Right, there's a pearl. Get closer to that, like, underwater cliff edge. Something big's gonna pop out, huh? Should probably surface here. Just in case. Woo! One back under. A few more potential pearls. I wonder if this actually is like a decent enough way to like earn some money to come off the coast in Scoia'tael and Pearl Dive. And not just for like us, the player, right? But I mean like, hey, a black pearl, but in the land of the Witcher. Like, is this a decent way to earn a living? If you knew where to dive for pearls? That is actually the last one. Let's make our way back to the shore and see if we can't make one happy customer. Might be a little bit cliche, but the water does look good. Oh, he's getting just smacked on by some drowners. Of course he is. Dude, this is not good at all. We have to save him.
Help! I can't hold that alone!
Ta-da!
A wench on the throne. Only the Skelligers could think of it.
He comes back home and is like, things have changed. Yep. Hello there?
Damn it. Splashing must have attracted them. You all right?
Nicked in a few places. But if I pull through after Sodden, I'll survive this too. So, any luck?
Black pearl, just like you wanted.
Beautiful. Rare. Like my letter. Well, as Constable Natalis would say, you've earned a medal. Or better yet, a week's leave in a brothel.
Coin will be fine.
Oh, yes, about that. Listen, I feel right foolish, but Well, I didn't bring any coin with me.
That was probably wise.
Wise?
Wasn't it? Even the high roads are dangerous now. Not what they once were. We'll meet in Novigrad. I'll pay you to the last copper. Foot soldier's honor.
Dude. You better believe he's paying up. To Novigrad. All roads seem to lead there. All right, we are back in Novigrad, heading towards the location where we first met the old boy, where he asked us to meet him again for whatever reason. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we are expecting to get paid.
Geralt, Witcher and Pearl Hunter. There you are, your coin. Earned every last bit. I'd never have done it without you.
Was it worth it?
I think so. Aye. I suppose Letta likes it.
She didn't comment on your grand deed?
What, did she say something about what you did?
Letta? She don't say much of anything anymore. Hasn't for a while.
What?
See, Letta's sick. Something's not right in her head. Started with her memory, she'd forget things, then she stopped recognizing folk, even me. And now she don't even speak. Thought if she saw the pearl, something'd wake inside her. You know, we talked a lot about that stupid promise. It was our joke, just ours for years, but no, it didn't work.
Sorry.
As am I. Farewell, Geralt. Gods guide you the path.
Wow, okay. And that's that.
A wench on the throne.
Dude.
Skelligers could think of it.
Kind of a 10 monies. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Sometimes it's a hand.
Let me get this straight. He has us sail all the way to Skellige. Jump into the everything, the water, swim in the meadow, kill the sirens, save them from the drowners, etc., etc. And after all of that, we end up in this position of, he's like, here's 10 coins. You can't buy anything for 10 coins, man. 10 coins for a black pearl? We could have kept that and sold it for 150. Oh my goodness. And if the whole thing, it makes this big deal about I finally found my way back to my wife. She's like kind of sort of, halfway to the grave. My goodness. I've decided we have been in the city too long. It's time to get back out in the countryside. Not on a boat. Not with a bunch of sorceresses in tow. No spooky anything. Just us, Roach, our 2 swords, the open road, and a small side quest of Dairy and Darkness. We got a clue. We got a note. We got a hint that there was a mage who lived in... Seriously? Bandits? Really, guys? Go away. That there was a mage who was going to be bandit camp? What is this?
Longer it lasts, worse it gets.
Die.
Radovid was late with our pay a whole week.
A Witcher. Oh, step over here.
Hold on. We put our sword away. Wait, did you attack? Are these the bandits? It is. Wow. You fool. Huh. We got news that a mage was killed, as the Niflgaardians tend to do, and they left like their house unattended or something, and we should go loot it, I was told. Mercenary. What's up, mercenary?
Watch it, greyhead.
Okay. Hello, mercenary.
Yeah? Longer it lasts.
Hello, Hans.
You post the notice?
I did indeed. Hans of Sedaris, mercenary captain. Know of a monster that needs slaying. You interested?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. That is kind of our thing.
What kind of monster are we talking about?
If only I knew. It was like this. Got Radovid to hire me and my company, but he's been late with the pay the last weeks. And I'll be damned if we're to risk our lives for free, like hell.
Couldn't agree more. But you were gonna tell me about the monster.
Yes. We arrived here, encamped. Then it turned out some beast prowls the area. Snatchers cows and the like. Reckoned we should help the local boys, so we grabbed our weapons and set out. Me and Kurt one way, Gerd and Henk the other. Gerd and Henk never returned.
I knew it.
Whatever it was, it got him. Job's for a professional, clearly. So Kurt and me, we chipped in for a small reward, hoping someone's willing to help the locals avenge our comrades in the process.
Awfully noble of you.
Mercenaries, we've our honor too. Well, Master Witcher, what will it be? Will you take the job?
I mean, for the right amount, of course.
Let's talk about the reward. About how it's just not enough right now.
What? No chance. A bit too much, mate. But just a bit. We might still strike a deal. A bit too much, mate. But just a bit. We might still strike a deal. I'd have gone to hunt the beast myself if I'd known you wanted this much. Hard luck, so be it.
That's not true. If you were going to hunt it yourself, you would have done it.
All right. Where do I start looking?
South of here. It's where we split up. It's where we last saw Gerd and Henk alive.
Yeah, okay. Yo, this silly mercenary is still over here fighting my horse.
He's trying to cheat us too.
Can we at least rob them a little bit? Think they mind?
Counterfeit crowns. Look at here. Bronze with just a lick of gold on it.
Means the Redanian coffers are near empty.
Might be time to cross the Pontar. See if there's any work for us there.
This is a very interesting conversation. Did you follow that? First they said, hey, we were paid with fake money. We were not actually paid with real coins. And the other one said, yeah, when that starts to happen, remember they're mercenaries? Yeah, when that starts to happen, it means they've run out of money in the treasury and it's time to go work for the other side.
The longer it lasts, worse it gets. Radovid was late with our pay a whole week.
He's trying to cheat us too.
This Radovid guy not paying the mercenaries is going to absolutely just be like the final nail in the coffin. Oh my goodness, Roach is too busy over there playing footsie with some random peasant. Hopefully we're close. I don't know. We're not hunting the monster. We're still after the mage. Apparently had some kind of a... Is that a bear? Hello, bear. Get wrecked.
Time to end this.
My face. Welcome to magic. I'll do it again. Gotcha. Where were we? Oh, a bunch of wolves prowling too? Are we not close? We are not close. Roach? Darn, I did not want to fight everyone in the forest. My goodness, I guess we were a little short for cash, I suppose. Ah, one of them got me, darn. So, there's a mage in Nilfgaard who got killed, and apparently he left his house all empty and alone, and someone like super duper encouraged us. Roach, please. This horse is like, but I'm in the shade and I'm comfortable and I'm tired of you fighting everything. Yeah, same. Ah! Really quick though, what's over here in the middle of like nowhere? That looks like it could be something. Hold on. Into the woods. So we're going to go check out the mage's house, because if it is something, we want it. And if it's not something, we don't. Whoa. You know what this reminds me of? I'm trying so hard to dismount. This reminds me of Monster Hunter World. That's right. The first time I was in these woods right here was Monster Hunter World. Did you see that guy walking around down there? The Leshy, the Legion or something? Dude. Go back and check the Monster Hunter World playlist. I don't know if it made the cut. See Big Antler Boy walking around over there? What's up, wild man? Let's fight. This thing kicked our butt. Probably made of wood.
Ugly bastard.
Oh, that was a good move. There we go. He summoned in the wolves. Oh, they're like really high level too. Hello. Cheap bones. We hit for 0 damage. Nasty. Okay, what's in here? And not a whole lot. Okay. Yeah, was it clearing like just like this in the woods? More wolves. That's crazy. And it had that exact dude hanging out in it. Kicked our absolute butt. Nightmare and a half. They gave us a like a little symbol for it. That was cool. I'm not like a huge fan of crossover events between games in general, but why do I have my crossbow out? What is this? What is this red mist? Roach, do you see this stuff? Something stinky around here, man. All right, to the mage's house, hopefully. We're getting close. Got some treasure, killed a monster, met some mercenaries, learned about a little political intrigue. Got the abandoned manor. Oh, it's been burned down, dude. Okay, well, it's not just abandoned, it's like kind of wrecked. Search the residence using our Witcher senses. Okay. Why does it sound so spooky? Put our shield out before we get jumped by something. Witcher senses engaged. Wow, this is probably a really nice house. Uh-oh. I thought there was going to be loot. We're stuck in a hole, dude. I don't really want to touch that, man. Well, I guess we're touching it. Rip.
House is completely destroyed, but the magic circle's intact. Looks to me like a locked portal. Wonder if I can open it using one of Aramis's items.
Don't like that. Guess we're going into a portal. Here we go. Oh boy. The regrets are real. Here we go.
Reeks in here.
Huh. Looks like there's something up and to the right. Can't light these. I don't want to get any near these little freaky dudes.
Stench. Ripe cheese. Seems Aramis was a Tyromancer.
What's a Tyromancer? Why does it smell like cheese? Is that poison? If we go down there, are we gonna get poisoned? This is why nobody likes the sorceresses and mages. They've got, like, big spooky dungeons. Come on. I know I saw a prompt here. There it is. They might say to me, why am I lighting all these? In case someone turns off the lights and it gets super scary in here. You think it's a maze, like a poison maze? Like we're supposed to... Oh, it is stinky cheese. Dude! Why would you live your life like that? Alright, we're not getting poisoned right now? Seems good to me. Oh, they're all holding cheese wedges. Oh my goodness. There's like a weird, like, disjointed heartbeat every once in a while that starts to, like, thump, thump, thump. Well, hopefully we don't get, like, eaten by rats or something. I don't know. Ah, darn. Dude's got the cheese, man. Well, that's how you navigate a cheese mage. Avoid it at all cost. My goodness. What did he say? Tyromancy? I thought he meant cheese mage. Okay, it got really dark here, boys. Yeah, boy. Played some of that action. Boom. A little more of this. Yeah, now we're talking. Hello?
My trial of the cheeses. Lesimir will get a kick out of this when I tell him. Not sure this can get any worse.
Well, we did pass the trial of the cheeses, so... Does it need to get worse? No, it does not. That was slippery. Go. Think there's 3 good trials or like 2 bad ones? Who lives here and why? If you're a mage, why would you do this? Somebody explain. Would this be what you would do with all your powers? You'd be like, make a cheese dungeon. Hello? Why is this place so freaky, man? Like, they have these nice tiles, and then, like, a small cave-in. Okay. Whoa! Oh, man, there's no place like home. Well... We're still technically in the dungeon, but I think we're more directly under the house. Is this not like right where we were? It keeps going. Mercy. I thought this was going to be go to the house, pick up some loot, you know, see what was left behind. Maybe we find like a token. Uh-oh. You can hide a lot of evil in a lot of water like that. Oh boy. I thought we'd like find a token that would be like, oh, someone's long lost letter, or like, you know, Nancy's lost doll, or like a clue to some monster we've never fought. I don't know. Dude. You can hide a lot of evil in water that size. Oh boy. Looks like we're getting wet. Is there a map of our location at all? No, not really. Some red mist over here, though. Going in. Witcher senses engaged. Oh, okay, I can see on the map it goes here, but... This is incredibly dark. We're just traveling by minimap. We've gone in a circle. Or have we? We cannot get out of this, it says. Quite literally, you cannot do that. There we go. Maybe he has an enemy who can't swim? And maybe I'm being far too logical for the cheese monster. The trial of cheese. This place is freaky, man. Something over there, like a workshop, maybe? Huh. We got some mushrooms. It said suint. Okay, Geralt. Good kick. Thank you. It looks like a workshop and a couple of cages. What is it with everyone in cages? Is everyone just like, okay, if you're like a carpenter, what do you... More cheese! What? You're a carpenter. You have like a hammer, some nails, a saw. Everyone here, the Witcher world, gotta have your cage. I don't want to mess this jump up. Here we go. Hello?
Gotta share this discovery with Lambert. Foglets are immune to the smell of old cheese.
Oh! Gotcha. Are there more foglets about? Look at this. They're just crating people in cages. What's this guy doing over here? Oh, he's full of cheese. Dude, there's going to be a cheese monster. A dog. More cheese. Find a way through the flooded chamber. I kind of felt like we had done that, but... Oh, there's more to be discovered in here. Like this cheese. Look. You can see this is a cow full of cheese. This dude's feeding cheese to everything. Look, listen, if you're going to be a villain, you're going to be a proper villain. Like having some kind of quirky thing to set you apart from the other villains. Like really good branding, okay? This is the cheese guy. We got a bowl figurine and some notes. Okay, so let's see here. Tomorrow I shall try to unseal the well-aged sample from Gino. It's said to have a refined, deep scent with a slightly nutty aftertaste. We shall see. Yeah, dude's having some wild visions here. Something to do with all this cheese, I bet. Oh my goodness. This is some stanky cheese, dude. Look. You can see like green plumes coming off it.
Someone placed an illusion here.
How dare they? That's exactly what I was talking about before we got that illusion stone. How many of these illusions did we just happen to like not find? And my suspicion is a few. Okay, try again. I am kind of worried about the cheese monster thing. Now, on one hand, Nilfgaard's kind of got a bad rap for, like, being a bit of a villain with how they do things. On the other hand, yikes.
Some kind of vault. I should look around.
On the other hand, the magicians are up to some kind of evil. I don't know what this is. This is the sound I was hearing. Listen. I don't know how loud that is for you, but this thing has some kind of a throbby throb to it. Oh boy. I don't want to touch the Jello shield.
Magic barrier still active. Gotta find a way to turn it off.
Or we could leave it. Maybe it's keeping something in. Well. Igni. That do anything? I don't see a way to interact with this. But it said it had the Igni symbol on it, so we clicked it. What's going on over here? Should we touch it once just to see what happens? I feel like we shouldn't, but... Oh, just walk into it, okay.
An illusion.
Another one, wow. Oh, look at this. Look at this bad boy. Another Igni symbol. Hold on, here we go. Oh wait, it worked.
Deactivated the barrier.
Snake figurine and a glowing sword. Ooh.
If this sword is as deadly as Aramus's cheeses, it's worth taking. Maybe I'll name it the Emmentaler.
The Emmentaler. Okay, dude. Oh boy. Of Darien Darkness updated. Dude and cheese. Let's check out the Emmentaler. What's it got going on? Steel sword. Requires level of 13. And it is currently slightly better than our own steel sword, which is the blade from the bits. That's right. We've had it since level 3. Go and whip that in for the minute. Why not? Boom. Plus 3 damage. And it's stinky. What more you need to know? Bonus fire damage. Cool. Some kind of freaky sword. And we picked up some random sword that's better than our other silver sword. Nice. The Nine-Tailed Vixen. And this Loon sword, another random sword we picked up, is better than this quest sword. Sucks to suck, man. Boom. There's the better sword. Man, let's keep the Emmentaler for a minute, though. I think it's pretty sweet. Okay, well... On one hand, I mean, what a quest. On the other hand, what a stinky quest. I don't know, like, weird. We get dumped out, like kind of on top of the house.
Air, finally.
Yeah, for sure. That dude must have been like enhanced feline armor. Nice.
Interesting.
His last journal entry. Okay, hold on. The pungent Limburger visions are too clear. The cheeses have entered an intensely fascinating stage. I have worked on this recipe for 40 years, and I will die before I abandon it. In the event I am unable to divine the time and nature of the hunter's attack, I will give my most valuable treasure to whatever brave adventurer will find it. May this reward inspire him to continue my work. Oh my goodness. What was his most valuable thing? Was it this sword? That's so sad. Okay. What is over these hills? Something in these woods are like squeaking wild style. Let's go check this bad boy out. See what that is. Oh wait, there's a lever. We just turned the sun off?
Wonder what this means.
Did we just make it really? Did we just... Hey, yeah, come back on, son. Okay, well... Oh, wait, there's something here. Oh, it's the spooky pentagram. Okay. Well... The end. Huh. Imagine you've been living here for 40 years perfecting your cheese visions. And then Niflgaard's like, by the way, we're just going to invade and we don't support the local sorcerers to do whatever they do. And you're like, oh my goodness, 4 decades of my cheese. No. And they got him, apparently. My goodness. New person in distress. Hold on. I feel like these person in distress ones. Oh, deserters.
Don't let him catch his breath!
Where's the person? Oh, they just spawned in. Some things you're just not coming back from. That's probably one of them. We'll loot this before we let a homie out. just in case they pull us into some freaky cutscene. Or who knows what else. Bandit notes, okay. All right. There's something over here. Yep, there we go. Cage key. Okay, let's see who's in the cage. Oh, it's an elf. Nice. What's up, guy?
If you even think to help elves in these times, I'd be amiss not to reward you, Vattgern. Find me in the camp nearby. I shall have something for you.
All right, cool, man. What camp nearby? Kind of worried that he can't get out. There we go. We unlocked the cage, but homie didn't move. I love how they left him in there with his spear.
If you even think to help elves in these times.
Oh, he's a merchant. Interesting. Let's meditate into the next day. On more than one occasion now. We have... Roach? Roach? I see him on the mini-map. My goodness.
Move it.
I'll put a bell on that guy. What camp might be nearby? He walked in this direction. Huh. Whole lot of nothing over there. Okay, there is a little hidden camp. Like right in this thicket. Off we go. Find the little Scoia'tael boys. To be clear, the Scoia'tael are like actively trying to kill humans and scalp them or something. Like they're up to no good. But we're not humans, so he's like, hey, thanks. You know, witch dude. That's cool. And to be clear, like we're not interested in politics. We're a monster hunter, dude. It's that simple. There's no more to it. Well. Let's see what's going on here. What's up, guy?
Greetings.
Hi. Howdy.
Never lose hope.
Okay.
Yes?
Never lose hope.
Greetings.
Yep.
What was that? Are we to leave at last, or shall I just dig my grave here?
I don't know.
Talk to the commander about that.
Maybe just dig your grave here.
Greetings.
Remain in health.
Okay.
You're the guy that we just saved, and you said if you find us... Oh, he gave us 50 money. Cool.
Show me what you're willing to sell.
Gold ring. It can be sold for a significant sum. 5 monies, dude. Silver pants, 18. Silver candelabra, 21. Okay, I don't know why he thinks this is valuable. Silver teapot, nope. We got some fist tech. Whoa. That was cool. So it like unlocked a merchant. We saved a guy. We got 50 monies just for the thing. You know, we found the camp. Does it show up on our map now? Nope. Okay. Let's head back this way. Roach just hanging out. There you are. Well, hello. That looks kind of just like the saddle we had. Which is fine. Not a complaint. Just an observation. We must be getting close to, like, what do you think? Some bandits? Gotta be some bandits around here. We haven't seen bandits in, like, a little too long. There's a bear. Probably worth clobbering the old boy. You know how much bears love being on fire. In case you're wondering, it's one of the quicker ways to dispatch a bear. Light them on fire. It's crazy. Like, the bears will tell you, you could play dead, but the truth is, if you just light them on fire and start swinging your sword with supernatural speed, power, and agility, really, new marker bandit camp. Of course. Silly me. They are deserters. Hey, don't do that. We gotta get to that archer, dude. I really do not like these shield boys. They're just obnoxious. Try again. Like, he's completely mind controlled. Still can't take him out. Like, they're just so obnoxious. Alright, not much of a bandit camp. Looks like they, like, what? Looted, like, two carts and they're just like, we now live here. This is our camp. It's the middle of the road, dude. These bandits are just not the most forward thinkers. I guess that's kind of like what I'm getting at here. Off we go. That being said, they were deserters, so maybe they aren't bandits by trade, but by necessity. And, you know, what a terrible necessity. All right, how are we doing here in the wilderness? Look, that merchant just disappears. He was like right around these bushes. Not even there. You free from this camp? I wonder if they wander off. Huh. We could teleport here back into the city, but I kind of want to just keep going up the road and seeing what we see. Just exploring what we explore. Just a little time in the woods. I just feel like we've been like in the city so much. Yeah, I mean, these bandits live really close to this farm. You think they know each other?
Come on, Roach.
I mean, the bandits are now dead, but you know what I mean. Like, think these farmers are helping hide them?
Oi, my good man. Would you help me?
I don't know, maybe. What's up, dude?
What's the matter?
Woodland spook done took me mare the other night, and there I were, so content the war had spared her.
A woodland spook?
Aye, as me forefathers told it. Comes at midnight, sprinkles blood on your threshold so as none'll wake, and then it steals.
What?
Would you search out me mare for me? Chat with the wood dweller, perchance he'll give her back.
What's it worth to you? You lose a lot of horses around here?
Horses disappear around here often?
Nay, sir. Not many horses at all these days. Soldiers took all that didn't die. But me neighbour had a steed. Then 2 nights passed, whoosh! Spook took him. Time's passed. 'Twere maybe a cow getting milked at night or a hen nipped here or there. But now...
Interesting.
What is this horse worth for me to find? You understand, like, you're trying to hire an absolute master at the highest tier of their profession just to look for a horse that probably wandered off or was stolen?
How much will you give me if I find your horse?
Give ye a 5th of vodka. Sound all right?
No.
It'd sound fine if you changed that 5th to 5, then added jugs at the end, then offered me the equivalent in crowns.
Well, fine. Have it your way. Just bring her back. She's a grey mare, mind you. None too large.
Even spooks leave tracks. Let me look around, see if I can find some.
Oh, no. There's a very good tracks right here.
Drops of blood. Had my doubts.
There's a very good chance this horse was just stolen, man. Or just walked off into the bandit camp, like. There are bandits about.
Flies round shit instead of doing some honest work.
Wait. What's this?
Another track.
We think the horse has actually wandered off or taken by something supernatural? Like, what are we thinking? There's some wolves over there? Doing wolf stuff? Horse tracks go this way. Right into the wolves. Not good. What kind of a horse would run off the road, away from like the food and farm it knows, into like the thicket of woods with an active wolf pack? There's something a little freaky about this. Ignoring that fact, what do you think? Comment now. Tell me. Is this a... Oh, too late. They're just hanging out here. Oh, look, all the missing horses. No, please keep sprinkling blood outside your doorsteps. Guess who? It's the Scoia'tael. Yep. This is not going to end well for us.
No closer. Nothing here for you, Vatgern.
You really need that many horses?
Need that many horses? Your light brigade planning to charge straight into Radovid's camp?
We need them to transport the wounded.
Uh-huh. Local peasants must have charged you a bundle for them.
If we could afford to purchase horses, we would not be starving.
One of these horses should go back to its owner. You want to steal it again tomorrow night? Fine, but I was hired to get this horse back.
Gotta take one of the horses back to its owner.
You sound certain, but should you be? What now? Will you kill what remains of our unit for one old nag?
Yes. How about you just give it to me willingly?
You'll give it to me willingly.
Take one horse. That I'll allow.
Don't mind me.
If you've a contract on our lives, we need only wait. We shall die on our own soon.
Cool, man. Take one horse. Which one are we supposed to take?
Elaine,
I think he said it was gray. Hope you boys don't mind if we, man, I hope we didn't grab the wrong horse.
What's up, mates?
Oh, the usual, you know, a little of this, a little of that. We brought back the horse with a saddle and a blanket. This peasant is going to be thrilled. So, nothing supernatural, just horse thieves.
Beaver bugger me.
Wow, he's into some wild stuff, huh? Loves a little beaver. Let's see here. Can we jump this? Whoa, no.
But which man is it? Maybe it won't matter.
Maybe it will matter. I think he said it was old and gray, but I was kind of not listening. How do we get around your little fence, farmer boy? Howdy. Okay, lead horse into the enclosure. Okay, hold on. You just wait. We bring it back. He's like, oh, I meant to say my horse is black. That's my neighbor's horse. Here we go. What's up, wild man?
What say you, sir?
Is this your horse?
This your mare?
Aye, I'd recognise her anywhere. Come on, Jumper. You've got some explaining to do. Where'd you wander off to, anyway? And here's yours, sir, as agreed.
Thank you.
Thanks. So long.
Got 25 XP and 20 monies. Oh my goodness, we're rolling in it. I love how it cut to our horse roach. I wonder if we should have killed those the Scoia'tael boys just for whatever they had on them, right? Their swords. They were probably more valuable than this entire question. Where are we? Okay, this is the city we originally went to right at the start. This is the innkeeper right here, where we played our first game of like Gwent in the, not our first game, like our first game in the cities, right? And this is where we found the Baron's daughter, you know? And way up here is the much larger city of, oh my goodness. This is cool. We're going to keep making our way towards just up the road, see what we can find. This just feels good. Just to be just on the road, out in the forest. We've just spent way too much time in cities, it feels like, talking to people. It feels good to just like get out and ride. Like, we ran into a peasant whose horse was stolen, and we were able to like work with that peasant to get their horse back. That was cool.
Run, Roach.
We go in these houses. Anything going on? Knock, knock. Hello, peasant. I'm here to rob you. Thank you for your contributions. We took like a sip of whiskey. Oh, and some pure silver. Never mind. It went from like not being much of a robbery to being like silver. Okay, nothing happening. Let's see what's further up the road.
My brother stayed in Temeria. Ain't no hope for him, is there?
Kind of felt like someone here would present to us some kind of situation a Witcher could help with, but no, just Farmers living their life. Walkers walking. Hello there. What's going on over here? Oh no. Look like they've caged the little basilisk. Oh boy.
Feast your eyes, brave warriors, upon the basilisk, king of the serpents. One drop of his venom will kill an army, horses and all.
Wow.
If it's a basilisk, then where's its deadly gaze?
Good question.
Shoot through a mace with them choppers. Maybe even Nilfgaardian plate.
Nilfgaardian plate. Have we seen like a proper set of Nilfgaardian plate we could loot and we missed it? Wonder how they got this this basilisk here in this cage. Must use some kind of a trap. It's trying to fly. That's how its takeoff animation.
Beast can't even turn around.
Well, I think we should get involved. And this has our name written all over it. So these are the Rentanian soldiers. Okay.
Long live, etc., etc. Could shoot through a mace with them choppers.
Hello, Mr. Beast Tamer.
Interesting basilisk you've got there.
Course it's interesting. Won't see a beast like this anywhere near here. They spawn only in the wild wastes of Zerrikania, from eggs laid by cockerels.
Really, a cockerel egg.
Cockerel eggs, you say?
Yeah, and what cocks they are. Lift their rumps like brood hens to other cocks. Eggs laid by such a cockerel must be brought to hatching by 101 venomous vipers. Then the young basilisk pecks its way out.
Really? Has it occurred to you that this is not a basilisk, but it might actually be a wyvern?
This basilisk is interesting, because it looks exactly like a wyvern. Young one, and ill-fed at that.
You talk nonsense, sir. This here's the most truest of basilisks.
Right, what do I know? I'm just a witcher.
Hold on now. If that's no basilisk, but some wyvern, what did I pay for? Give me back my coin, cheat.
Brave soldiers, don't push, or it'll... Whoa, watch out!
Dude.
Try to get round it!
Not bad.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Guess the cage was as fake as the basilisk.
Where exactly did the Beast Tamer go? Mr. Beast Tamer?
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
Yo, what if we didn't? They just go back to camping? Well, okay. Same time next week?
Redania.
Let's try and get into the city. I feel like we came into the city from the other side. This is like one of the smaller cities. I think Oxenfurt or something.
Witches, good folk, are like necrophages. Vile in appearance and reeking of dead men's bile.
Oh my goodness.
They're all the easy to find witches already, and I could use a quickie.
Oh my goodness. Like, they're just not pleasant people on a routine basis.
Not so fast, Roach.
Brought sheep cheese to market.
Of course I know him. Good man. Always asks about me wife. Gives me treats for the kiddies. How is he?
Dead. They say something stole his ewe. Instead of moving on, he went to look for it. And perished.
Oh no.
A few days on, a dog brought his hand back to the village. That's all his family got to bury.
Shame to hear.
Well, that's very sad.
Know what did him in?
Some beast.
Nothing.
Honor in the fatherland.
Huh. Oh, he had a Witcher contract. Sure. How would we have known this?
Here to talk about the contract.
Contract? Ah, yes. Put my mark to something of the sort. Seems a creature's attacking lonely passers-by, abandoning their corpses in gutters around Oxenfurt.
Isn't that something you should look into?
Perhaps, but we've a ploughing war to win. Haven't got the time to clean gutters.
Let's talk about the price.
Let's talk about the reward.
Acquit yourself well and you'll not be disappointed. Redanian army's no band of scruffs. We can afford to hire a witcher.
Not true. I don't know if anybody told him that, but that's just false. We just talked to some mercenaries you couldn't pay.
I know guildsmen ought to be decently rewarded, but there you've gone too far. I don't have that coin.
I thought you had the coin. What happened?
I've heard enough. You'll take the offered rate, and if it's not to your liking, well, away with you.
Interesting.
I'll take the job.
Dude lied.
Need to hear some details.
You'll learn everything I know.
Any witnesses to these attacks? Anyone see the beast?
Some woman survived an attack. They say she's not been sober since. I'd try the tavern in Oxenfurt if you're willing to try talking to her.
Like to examine the victims' bodies.
A corpse is a corpse.
I see the wounds. Might be able to tell what kind of monster killed them.
Ask our Sawbones. He'll know if the corpses have been burned or not. You'll most likely find him in the hut on the riverbank. Our impromptu morgue.
Won't give me any trouble with the reward, will you?
Nah, I want this out of my hair.
Huh. How would we have known that this was somebody, though?
Witcher.
Honor in the fatherland.
Like, beyond the fact he has an actual name and not just, like, first name soldier? Ah!
This is the ship of His Majesty Radovid V, King of Redania. State your business.
I want to see the king. I don't really.
I want to see Radovid.
Many want to. Not so many can. I'm to let no one on board unless expressly ordered to do otherwise. Your kind spreads disease, defeatism, and desertion.
Interesting. Think the king's actually on that ship? Who's this guy?
Well, well. Carduin of Lan Exeter, head of the Conclave of Mages. Or should I say the Conclave of Mages not yet turned to ash at the stake.
What do you want?
I'm just curious of your thoughts about the witch hunts.
Radovid pleased with the witch hunts?
No, and he shan't be until he sees Philippa Eilhart atop a pyre.
Your king doesn't forget easily.
Such things as she did to His Majesty are impossible to forget.
Really?
Seems to me it's a golden age for the Conclave. For mages in general, huh?
We've seen the dawn of hard times for mages. The Conclave does everything in its power to help them survive.
Is that a fact? As long as they don't mind being yoked and muzzled.
And I say, it's easy to play the hero, die a foolish death. But someone must survive, preserve our body of knowledge for future generations. You don't understand. You cannot. But sometimes it takes courage to be a coward.
What?
Farewell.
Dude with his little fan. There's a contract for the Oxenfurt drunk. Oh. Oh my. What an auspicious. What a suspicious. What a curious contract. We're here to talk to the drunk. Who is it?
His Majesty King
Okay, here we go. Hello there, woman.
Oh, will you buy a round for a victim of the beast?
Let's talk first.
Tell me about the monster. How you were attacked.
I'd need another bottle to get through it.
I don't think so.
I think you'll tell me everything I need to know. Bottle or no bottle.
Yes, I will. I was leaving the inn that night. Might have had a drink or 5, but I'm sure I wasn't hallucinating. Something down an alley called my name. It was dark. I couldn't see what it was, but it wasn't no human. Of that I'm certain.
What makes you so sure?
I just know. This thing grabbed the hem of my skirt, but I broke free and ran.
That it? You didn't see much.
Don't believe me either, do you?
She wasn't very helpful. I would like to point out. Before we examine the area, I want to talk to the medic. I think there's a very good possibility that the medic is like, yep, she tripped and bumped her head. Where's the medic at? Oh, he's down here. Okay, sure. Yay. Hello? Whoa. Why are you so freaky? Let's rob him first. Locked door.
You the medic? I'd like to see the monster's victims.
Oh, yes. I've not had them burned yet.
What?
Must get to that.
What if you didn't?
You done autopsies yet? Intend to?
Why would I? Beggars and vagrants. Every last one stinking of cheap wine.
Mind if I have a look?
In point of fact, I'd prefer you didn't sniff around.
Why?
Gonna make me come back with a written order?
Good grief. Pushy, aren't we? Here, the key to the morgue. Look all you want.
Why is he hiding his face? Why did he not want us looking? Suspicious, dude. Chronicles of Redania. Oh boy. This place probably stinks. It's probably super stinky in here, man. He's got a whole, like, bucket of mush.
He was drunk. Someone dragged him over the cobblestones. Fang marks on his neck. Vampire sucked his blood.
Darn. So there actually might be a real monster. Okay.
Vampire bites and the strong stench of alcohol. Just like the other one.
There we go. There we go. Let's go. And you know what? I think this guy's the vampire. Dude, are you a vampire?
Yes? I'm all ears.
But are you a vampire?
Greetings, Master.
Hello.
Yes?
Vampire?
I'm all ears.
Are you a vampire?
Greetings, Master.
Hi, vampire.
Yes? I'm all ears.
Like maybe he's biting the corpses post-mortem or something freaky. I don't know. We have no reason to believe he's not the vampire. Nope. What is this? Shawnee's clinic. Where's Shawnee? Hello, Shawnee?
Huh?
Okay, not Shawnee. Shawnee?
Try not to disturb me.
Dude, hop off.
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism, and desertion.
This is our first, I think, vampire we're going to encounter, I suppose. I like how the drunk women were like, hey, we just have a few questions. And she's like, you don't believe me. We're just trying to ask some questions.
Looking to make
Another corpse yesterday. Drained to the last drop. Not an ounce of blood left.
Oh!
Last, streets aren't safe no more.
Never were.
You got nothing to fear.
Haven't you heard?
Mark of the devil. Only attacks rich blokes. Won't even glance at you.
Bird.
What's this drivel? Since when's a monster care if a man's wealthy or poor?
Maybe they taste different. You know, a fish lives in the muck's got different flesh than one that swims clear mountain streams.
Well,
Interesting.
Looky, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Or maybe the monster needs money. What is this?
A bracelet. Pretty worn. Silver under the gilding. Too big for a woman's wrist. Attacker lost it most likely. Fondness for jewelry. Wounds on the victims' bodies. Everything suggests a Katakan. Except this vampire likes the blood of drunkards. That's the way to lure it out.
Oh boy. Talk to the innkeeper and get drunk in order to bait the Katakan. Dude. What a terrible idea. Really quick. Katakans are the embodiments of human fear. They hide in shadows, they feed on blood, they resemble enormous bats. Though with long fangs and even longer talons, and as if that weren't terror enough, they can turn invisible. Oh, goodness. Waiting unseen while dread of their unpreventable attack overwhelms a victim. Let's try and take this bad boy out without any magics if we can. I really just want to, like, just straight up swing my sword till he dies. I'm serious. We've been in civilization too long.
Oh, I remember you. What'll it be?
The truth is we need a drink.
Want to get drunk off my ass. And it's gotta be on cheap wine.
Trouble with the lass? Or did your enterprise go under?
Neither. Just part of the job.
I'll need you to pay in advance.
Okay.
And keep it coming.
I wish we could have, like, done that differently. Losing 50 gold sucks.
His Majesty King Radovid is a stern ruler, but a just one.
A few hours later. Does not let us save. Freaky dude. Whoa, boy. Whoa.
Once was a maid from Vicar Varro. Tight at night she'd be loose come morrow. Early in the morning, another maid from Vicar Varro. Plowed with pleasure, drank with sorrow, till early in the morning.
Taking a peek at my wares yet?
Whoa.
Katakan didn't hear it. I'll try another verse.
Oh boy. We're gonna have to do this a couple times, aren't we? Oh my goodness. It is like so wobbly to try and like just walk in a straight line. Mercy. One more go.
Our third maid was not demanding, gave it up to any man standing early in the morning.
What's the meaning of this? Such rudeness and vulgarity.
Oh, you
Young
know.
people these days.
All right. Sheesh.
All right, here we go. This one I think is going to do it. It's like around behind the buildings, off the main path. We're going to leave this kind of like well-lit zone into like a little bit of a shadow of darkness. Whoa, boy. We're about to find out how smart the... Oh, excuse me, fellas.
I sense your blood.
Come out and fight.
Knock, knock.
I shall drink your blood.
Come on.
Here I am.
Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Excuse me, sir. We're here to kill you.
Where's that damned Katakan? I can hear it.
Interesting that the beast could speak in an intelligible enough way that we could understand it, right?
Want it?
Stop that.
Got it.
Stop that.
Seems that medic's running late, Knowles.
Excuse us.
I know her, she'll show.
Excuse us.
Go.
Pardon us here, sirs.
What's got you so
I can hear it.
Oh, hey, stop shooting at us. Track down the Katakan. We're trying.
Come on, come closer. Go.
Went into the house. Think it went in the house or on the roof. Oh my goodness. We may have really messed it up by aggroing the whole town.
Which way to go? I can hear it.
He's a good devil. Who do you think you are? Hey.
I'm trying to get up this ladder here.
Best give up now.
We're stuck in a little bit of combat. All right, boys. Dead. Oh no. Okay, that kind of reset the clock apparently.
Going to the hut by the river.
Not exactly sure why, but here we go. Oh, freaky boy. All right. Gotcha.
While you still can.
No, you go while you still can. Just one? We got a key to the hideout. Oh, a trophy. Nice. Yay, monster hunter. Well, I definitely feel like there's more than one of these dudes around here. Huh. Should probably burn the body. I'll figure out what's making that horrible sound. Must be more monsters? I don't see anything that should be like... Maybe it's this one? Locked? How do we get in that locked room? Why are there always like locked doors? Darn. Well, collect our reward from the officer, I guess. We can try. Like the monster he wanted hunted is literally right here. In his defense, it was some kind of like... Some kind of a monster that like turns invisible. It was like smart enough to like have a hideout and like a place to like run and hide that was like away from the city. It was not... He needed a monster hunter. He wasn't wrong, even if he was super cheap.
Killed the monster that was murdering folk. Turns out a Katakan was prowling the city.
You speak true. But what on earth's a Katakan?
Dude.
A higher vampire. Particularly interesting case, this one.
How the hell could a foul beast be interesting?
This one liked alcohol. Had a hugely inflated ego, too.
What matters is you snuffed it out. Due some praise for that, Witcher.
Thanks.
So long.
So, we got some XP. However, we've got 273 crowns. Can we actually... What is this?
Where you think you're going, Walker?
Why do you even care?
What is this?
You're in the military operations zone, and our job's to collect the war tax.
No.
Look more like you're collecting for a round of vodka to me.
I wonder I do. Will you be that cheeky when we accuse you of spying? Now shut your trap and pay.
Not happening.
Not about to give you a copper.
Told you he was a spy. We're gonna arrest you in the name of good King Radovid.
No, you're not.
You can always try.
What's going on here?
Reporting the capture of a suspicious individual, sir. A spy.
A witcher'd make as good a spy as you'd make a chaperone. I catch you extorting coin again, you'll go straight to the front.
The Eastern Front.
And you, Witcher, best give these parts a wide berth.
Thanks. Farewell.
Hit him with that later gator.
Watch your step.
I'm watching you.
He just pulls his blade out and I'll start
Watch your
stabbing.
step.
I was just curious if we could actually, like, tell the lady that, you know, she was attacked. No, she's gone. Bummer. I was kind of hoping there was, like, a follow-up. We could tell her that, like, there was a monster. She wasn't crazy. We got rid of it. Come on, dude.
Why?
100% stuck in a doorway.
Just look at the freak.
Thanks, barmaid. Okay. Something tells me those boys are going to try and rough us up again.